Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for joining this video. This is your August monthly reading. If you're a sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign in Virgo, this is a video for you. Of course, if you're a cross watcher, you're watching this for a dear friend, a family member, or a partner who is a Virgo, absolutely welcome to stay and watch. Maybe you will be able to provide them with some other useful advice and guidance. All right, now today we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities and Oracle of the Mythic Heroes to do the reading. Also together, we're going to mix it up with a little bit tarot reading as well. So with all that being said, let's get started. So first of all, we're going to shuffle the cards. We're going to check your general energy, your energy for your career in August, your relationship, as well as your spiritual health. All right. Now, let's give it a thorough shuffle. Virgos, your universe, please give us some guidance. All right. Ready? Let's go. Your general energy, Virgo, it's Saturn. Okay. Your career energy, the moon. Your relationship energy, Jason. Beautiful. And finally, your spiritual health energy, we have got Mercury. Okay. Love this. All right, I'll tell you what I see, okay, just in a second. Now, we're going to shuffle a deck of tarot cards. We're going to just get a little bit of extra information about what this August is about, right, for all the Virgos. Now, universe, please give us some guidance, help all the Virgos move forward with their life, and give them the spiritual protection that they need. Very good. For your career, we have the Two of Pentacles. Now, for your relationship and love life, we have got Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Now, finally, we're going to your spiritual health, and we have the Death card. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Now, have a look at the picture here, Virgos. Yeah, this will give you a better view. Now, first of all, Virgo, you start your August energy with the Saturn. Saturn energy, generally speaking, can be a little bit heavy for us, to be honest, because, you know, in astrology, this is a planet that symbolizes our responsibility, accountabilities, you know, what we must do and what we must achieve. Sometimes, you know, too much Saturn energy can be a little bit restrictive as well, could be a little bit limiting, maybe even make us feel very, very burdened, right? But however, one of the good things about Saturn is whenever you have Saturn as a general energy, it's really asking you to be very black and white and to be very clear about what you want to be committed to and what you know you don't want to continue. Specifically, I feel that for people who have always been sitting over the fence, right, or going a little bit back and forth with certain things in your life, Saturn tells you that really this month come clean with it. What is interesting about Saturn is there's nothing wrong with Saturn, but it really depends on whether you know how to work with his energy or not. Saturn could be good if you are very committed and dedicated to your action, your goal. And if you can do that, usually Saturn will reward you at the end. This is the reason why Saturn is worshipped as a god of agriculture, actually, in ancient Roman mythology. He's also the god of time. So he also tells you that with that consistent and patience, you will be able to get everything you need. And so with this energy, I will say Saturn people, if you are, sorry, not Saturn people, Virgo, who are, you know, enjoying this Saturn transit, you know, first house at this moment, it is important that you are committed to what you want to do. And you need to also build this faith that if you really are consistent with it, you will have what you want at the end. Sometimes I'll also ask Saturn people to kind of balance your sense of responsibility, you know, with, you know, knowing how to have fun and how to have joy in your life as well. I've seen clients who are always very anxious or always very severely concerned about their future, and thus they always feel that there's something heavy on their shoulder, right? I would say Virgos, I understand you guys sometimes can be serious. At the end of the day, you are an earth sign. And you always want to provide useful value. You always want to be of contribution, right, to the society and to other people's lives. And with that Saturn energy, I'll definitely say to you is that, okay, continue with your responsibilities, but also have a little bit more lighthearted attitude as well. Know when to have fun, when to be serious, and know that life is not just all about, how do I make things happen? How am I going to survive in the future? But more importantly, it's also about how you balance having fun and having joy, right, in your life. Very good. Now, with your career, you've got the moon goddess Artemis sitting together with two of pentacles. For some of you guys, with this energy, you're literally doing two jobs at the same time. Okay, both the moon and two of pentacles could be talking about the duality you have. Perhaps you're running, you are working in a job, right, in a corporate job, where on the side, either you're already doing a side hustle, right, side business, or maybe you're thinking about doing it. With this energy, definitely, I would say that, being flexible is one of the most important things for this month for you. Two of Pentacles really needs you to be flexible, needs you to know how to, play two things at the same time in your career. And so what I also say is that with the Saturn energy in the first house, try not to have this heavy feeling in your head about, but I don't have time to do two things. I want to do the other thing, but I can't do that. I don't have time. I don't have the energy. Sometimes, two of Pentacles also needs you just to do it for fun, right? Perhaps this could be about starting something as a hobby, right? Apart from your main job and things like that. Now, also what I feel about this moon in the sixth house is that the moon goddess Artemis, she's also a rebel. So she's very much about knowing what you want to do instead of doing the thing that you think you have to do. If you are having a little bit confusion about your career and what to do in the future, or whether you should change jobs, whether you should stay in a similar industry, things like that, this moon energy is really asking you, what do you truly love? And what does your soul ask you to do, right? And I'm not saying that you need to, make that decision now, but I do feel that with this Saturn energy in the first house, it is actually asking you that over perhaps the next 6 months, what you do need to do is to at least to make up your mind about what kind of transition you're ready to go for. At the end of the day, Saturn, the actual transiting Saturn in the sky is in Pisces and is opposing your sun sign. And so I do feel that for a lot of Virgo people, this is you're coming to a time when it's all about decision making. It's about being black and white, right? And understanding what eventually will work out for you. Even though it does not require you to make very kind of like rash, right? Decisions now, jump into something too quickly, but it does tell you that at least in your mind, let's draw the boundaries there and let's make the decision. What is the thing that you truly desire and what is not? All right. Well, but during the transition period of time, however, have fun with the things you love to do. Okay. Now, with love life, it's kind of interesting. You got Jason sitting in your love zone. I like this energy. Okay, Jason is the energy of adventure, travel, right? Youthful energy. For some of you guys, this could be about your relationship or love life. Literally, is associated with your foreign travel. For example, you might have a love interest far away from you. You might need to go somewhere to see them, or this could also be about maybe vice versa. They come to you, right, from a different city or a different country. Sometimes it could also be about maybe both of you are traveling together and, to do something. Maybe you live in the same city, you're gonna, have trips, right? And to, have fun and enjoy something. I love this energy so much. But because you got Saturn in the first house, I really want you to just let go of that mental burden about, that kind of, feeling in our mind, thinking, but how am I going to manifest this? Saturn needs you to relax a little bit and be like, okay, if there are opportunities for me to connect with a potential love interest, I'm going to do that anyway, right? It's not just all about where this is leading to. It's not all about, what does this mean at the end? Jason and Saturn, it's a little bit like that kind of opposition energy, yeah? One is that seriousness, being serious, responsibility, reality, right? That kind of hardcore truth. But the other way, Jason, is about, being young, being enthusiastic, having dreams, right? Having things you want to achieve, go somewhere, adventure, that kind of thing. So I think that this month, when it comes to love life, this is a part of you that needs to balance in your own mind. The good thing is, because you've got Nine of Cups as an advice card for you, right? Nine of Cups, traditionally speaking, is all associated with a dream come true. So I do feel that perhaps this is time for you to have a little bit positive thinking and believe in the impossible, believing that, okay, generally speaking, that wouldn't work out for me, but you know what? I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just gonna enjoy it, right? I'm just going to give it a go. And what is interesting is on this card, actually, we're seeing three figures on the card. We're seeing Psyche and Cupid, or Eros, right? The Roman name. They are having, a celebration of their matrimony. They're getting married. And the other woman, or the goddess on the card, is Aphrodite, or Venus. And she's also raising a glass and blessing them, as the goddess of love. So we can see this is a very, very beautiful picture. And just in case you don't know, it took Eros and Psyche a long time to achieve this matrimony, to achieve this, relationship, because both of them have to go through a little bit, trials and tribulations in order to be connected as soulmates forever. And so I do feel that there's some kind of positive energy coming into your love life, Virgos. But what you need to do is just to release a little bit mental burden, right? Now, also, for some of you guys, Virgos, who are watching this video, if you're already attached with a partner, you're married, or you have a long-term a person, this could be actually an amazing month for you to travel together. Maybe go on a holiday, have a little bit fun, as a couple, have a little bit couples time, if you know what I mean, yeah? And the Saturn energy could be saying that maybe you haven't been able to put your heart to it. Maybe, your everyday has all about being responsible for the kids, right? The job, the work, the household, everything is so mundane and so burdening to you. And now if I tell you, okay, now let's just go on holidays, right? You might be saying, honey, what are you talking about? We don't have that time, right? We don't have that energy, right? I have to deal with all this kind of stuff. But in September, Virgos, I would highly recommend that you have a little bit fun with your partner. When I say travel, literally, this doesn't have to be about you jump on a plane and fly for 10 hours, right, to somewhere really far away. This could literally be about maybe both of you maybe just rent a small lodge, right, outside the city, and you stay there for the weekend, and you rekindle the love, and you have amazing time. Okay, so this would be the advice for Virgo. Now, with your spiritual health, here's the thing, yeah. Because you've got Mercury sitting in the spiritual health section, Mercury is actually a very interesting planet to be in this position, because I see your spiritual house as something that is hidden in your 12th house. A lot of the people who are watching this video, Virgos, you're actually quite psychic. This is usually saying that on the Mercury sitting in this position about you being able to connect with your spirituality, and you're able to, through your thinking, communication, and with the spirit, right? Even through your imagination, storytelling, you will be able to find some hints in your life about the future. Now, what are you going to discover? You got a death card below that. Look, the death card is literally talking about ending and a new beginning, letting go of something old, letting go of whatever that no longer serves your purpose, and so that you can really make this space for something amazing in the new world. Now, Mercury, by the way, on this card, sorry, not Mercury, on this tarot card, the death card, what you see on the card, he's actually Hades, the god of the underworld. And because Mercury, or Hermes, the Greek counterpart, is the only god, Olympian god, who is allowed to transcend the three layers of the world. So you can see the Mercury card and the death card, they can actually communicate very well, because Hades will welcome Hermes into his realm, because one of Mercury or Hermes' job is to guide the souls into the underworld so that they can find solace, where they can find peace in the underworld, and then go through their reincarnation, right? So I do feel that this month, for a lot of Virgo people, you will have this psychic feelings, where you'll have this intuition in your mind. You will know what is coming to an end for you, and it's for your good, okay? What you need to release and what is longer serving your purposes. For those who are single, this could be literally telling you that, the day of you being with a partner is not going to be too far away from you. Now, for you who actually are partnered, this could also be about you welcoming a period of time where your relationship could be refreshed, where you're going to the way you love your partner or vice versa is going to be transformed into a higher state, right, of love and family relationships. So love this energy a lot. Now back to the Saturn energy, Virgos, Virgos, Virgos. I'm just going to say this one more time. You guys are being extremely responsible during this period of time. You're trying to manage everything, think about your future, how you're gonna, survive better. Just have trust and know that every day you are doing your best, and trust that eventually the result will be even better than what you're desiring now. Okay? Now, before we finish the reading, we're going to pull a card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. We're going to get one general guidance, just one final guidance for Virgo people. Okay? What do Virgos need to know this month? One more message, please. Okay, so we got this card number 14, Arachne, and the keyword is arrogance. Okay, now this card, first of all, I don't really think this is about arrogance in your specific reading based on all the other cards that we're seeing. Now, this card, however, because it's ruled by the second decan of Leo, I do feel that this could be saying that sometimes you might not be able to see the important things at this moment. One of the things about Arachne, this figure in Greek mythology, is that she's a weaver. Okay, she's very good at weaving things, and this is something very meticulous. So what I'm seeing here for Virgos, right? You guys literally every day you're weaving things. Maybe you're busy, you're dedicated to something. You're thinking, okay, how am I gonna do this well? How am I gonna do this the best way? But while you're doing it, sometimes you might be losing the bigger picture in front of you. Maybe you're missing the beautiful scenery that is around you, the abundance, right? And so with this energy, what I really want to do is to switch your perspective. Now, one of the interesting things about this energy is because the arrogance card is when Leo energy is not handled the best way. Now, what could really complement this energy is actually the energy of Aquarius, because Aquarius is complement to Leo. When Leo is being too much of a Leo, bringing out the negative side of Leo, Aquarius usually is energy that can balance it. So I do feel that for a lot of Virgo people, right? Because Virgo and Leo, they're kind of, right next to each other, right? So maybe some of you guys who are sun sign, moon sign, and ascendant sign Virgo, you might have some placement in Leo. This month, if you have a good friend who is an Aquarius, a family member who is an Aquarius, or who is maybe, your partner is an Aquarius, this month, I'll definitely say that perhaps you will really be able to gain some interesting insight from them through your communication. Okay? Now, this is going to be your reading for your August time. And sorry, I kept saying September. I don't know why. Oh, because Virgo are born in September, of course. Okay, so this is your reading for your August time, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful month and very productive. And also remember, Virgo, I'm gonna say this again, remember to have fun. All right, I'll see you guys very soon in the next reading. Have a wonderful month. See ya.